Hello, I'm Ahmed Ashraf. We are Group 9 and we are working on a mobile application for blood donation. So, our problem statement is that there are several patients die every day because of being late to get the blood, or that there is no blood available when they need it. The hospitals have a rather old blood inventory and donation system. Doctor who requests for blood must write a request form to a medical lab technician who will see the forms and check inventories. If blood is currently not available, he will start contacting donors, which is a time-taking procedure while patient is in critical condition. There is a desperate need of a platform which connects the doctor, the MLT, and the donors.
My name is Zumair Ahmed. For this project, here is some research which we did. As you can see on this slide that there are few stats and facts which shows that how important the blood donation is. 2 million people die because of unavailability of blood worldwide. Just 1 pint of donated blood can help save 3 people lives. Also, after every 3 seconds someone needs blood. 62 countries get sufficient blood supplies from donations such as charity events. So as you can see in the next slide that our application, which named as blood link, involve 4 key holders, which are donors, MLT, doctors and hospitals.
Alright, my name is Ahnaf Ahmed of Group 9 and I'll be going through the next two slides. In the first slide, it talks about the four key features of the BloodLink app. The first feature is that the donors will receive notification about blood drives within their area. The second feature, the data is saved on cloud server, which increases the security and reduces the chances of the data being lost. The third feature is that it provides a uniform platform for all three of the parties involved, which are the MLT, donors, and doctors. And the fourth feature is that it is scalable and flexible to use. Now, moving on to the next slide, it's a comparison between the existing systems. First off, the SMS-based blood donation system is it has very low reliability. The SMS might be ignored, there will be spam issues, and it will cost money. Secondly, the web-based blood donation system, it has moderate reliability, and the problems associated with it is redundant. There will be lack of real-time tracking. And the final, our BloodLink app donation, which has the highest reliability. The only issue is that we have to install the application.
Upon checking up on a patient, the doctor opens up the BloodLink app, and if he already has created an account, he just logs in using the continue button. If he doesn't have an account, he signs up by putting in the name, email, age, contact number, IC or passport number, then password. Once he creates an account, he clicks on the continue button and he goes to the app main page, which is for the doctor just a simple button called request button. When the doctor clicks on the request button, he puts in the name of the doctor as who's initiating the request, the blood type he requires, and the blood amount he requires, and the deadline for which he needs the blood for the patient. And he adds on special notes if there are any, and then clicks on the button submit. Upon clicking the button submit, the system gives a notification that the request is related to the doctor, and the doctor is done, and he waits for the MLT to respond to his request. Once the doctor sends in the request to the MLT for the blood type and the blood amount that he requires, and the MLT has the same app. When he uses his own credentials, when the MLT uses his own credentials, it takes him to the MLT homepage, which is this. And over here you can see the donor list, the blood inventory, check notification from the doctors, and notify donor about the blood shortages. So once he receives the request from the doctor, he goes to the check notification from the doctor. He sees which doctor has required what type of blood, what's the quantity required, and what's the deadline to fulfill the blood requirement. And once he sees that, he goes back, he checks the blood inventory of the hospital by clicking here. He sees like AB positive is how much currently available, B positive, B negative, and so on. And once he checks the blood inventory, if the required blood is not in the inventory already, he goes to the donor list and checks how many donors have the same blood type that is required, and he collects the information over there, and then he goes to the notify the donors. He puts in the notification message like hospital XYZ is having blood donation campaign on 23/3/2020, required all blood types or require AB positive blood types, and then he clicks on notify donor, and the notification is sent to the donors, which they can receive in their own app. And this is basically the whole MLT app site. This app interface is for the donor side. So when the donor puts in his credentials, and if he doesn't, it's a new donor, he signs up using this account, like put his name, email, age, and all the details. And once he creates the account, he continues to the main donor homepage. Over here, he can anytime edit his profile, full name, email, or the password, and everything else, and so on. And the second thing he can do is he can check his donation history if it's been like 3 months for him since the last time he donated. So the last time he donated was 5/2/2019. Before that, it was 5/7/2019, and the most recent one is 15/1/2020. And this is where he can check his donor can check his donation history, and if it's been more than 3 months, he can donate again. And over here, this is some extra information he can check all the time for health information tips, like the facts about the blood, health information tips, and for uh, recent cases of coronavirus or any kind of recent health insurance or health information tips, he can always find it on this side of the app. That's all for the donor app.
I am Khizar from the Group 9. Cost analysis for our app will be launching our app in the Google Play Store, which will be cost $25, and in the Apple Store will be $99, which will be lifetime. And there are some server charges, which will be $100 to $200 per month. And training the MLT doctors and donors will be charging $2 per head. The costs are expected to cover through the funds and donations from the hospitals and private companies. Our app is targeted for non-profit purpose. Is there any other questions? Thank you.